matches or it doesn't. So you're either pregnant or you're not. You're not just a tiny bit pregnant. Am I making sense? He had exposure. Strict liability rule states you are responsible for what's in your body no matter how it got there. So he's going to have to go before a commission, the New York Commission, and explain and prove. The burden of proof is on him. He has to prove where he got exposed to this. Now he's going to have to look at all the supplements that he'd taken and other things. But if he's unable to prove that, then he's likely going to be suspended.
There's been some talk coming from the Garcia camp that he took ashwagandha root. Could that potentially be a source for Osterman?
Okay, let's hope for Ryan Garcia's sake that that's where he got it, okay? Because if he can they'll get that bottle. I saw him hold the bottle and petting it, the ashwagandha root. Okay, let's hope and pray for him that is where he got it, because they will find that lot number. They will go buy that in a store. They will test that. And if they find it in there, then he can possibly receive what they call a no fault or negligence ruling, meaning he proved there was no intent to cheat. He bought ashwagandha. It doesn't say that it's got ostarine on the label, and therefore that will exonerate him. My guess is that's not going to happen. They have pretty much cleaned up. I'm not going to say there are not supplements out there that are contaminated, but let me tell you what I think is more likely. When you make underground anabolic steroids, when you make testosterone or nandrolone or ostarine or clomiphene, any of these drugs that these boxers are testing positive for, these are not coming from an Upjohn formulated pharmaceutical where you can buy them at CVS or Walgreens, okay? They're being made in an underground basement lab. And they buy these powders in China. They put them on a hot plate. They cook them up in these beakers and flasks. They don't wash the glassware adequately because they're selling these, most of these, 80% of these drugs that are on the market are being sold out of the trunks of cars in dark alleys behind gyms. And they're for the purposes of building some bigger biceps so you can catch more pretty girls, okay? It's not for elite athletes like Ryan Garcia. So whatever else he may have been taking, the biggest barn door that's open at this point is synthetic testosterone. Your body makes about 7 milligrams a day. When they do the TE ratio, testosterone to epitestosterone ratio, it's 4-to-1. Well, that means you could take all the way up to 27 milligrams of testosterone per day and fly under the radar or the allowable limit. So guys can double or triple their levels by microdosing every day. But the problem is when they do that and they got a source of testosterone from an underground lab, it may be contaminated with ostarine or nandrolone or other substances. Make sense? So it's more likely that, like I say, when you lie down with dogs, don't be surprised when you get up with fleas. So we'll find out. My guess is and prediction is we're going to hear a bunch of my dog ate my homework type of excuses. Let's hope for him that he can find a way to exonerate himself. Let's for just a moment talk about Devin Haney, my guy, and how horrible this is for him that he has to deal with this stuff. And until
see you once again later after the big fight. Obviously a very trying and I'm sure a very frustrating week for you. Can you tell us your reaction to the news that came out earlier this week?
Straight bullshit. It's a con job. Everybody knows Victor Conte is a piece of shit. We all know it. He literally helped design fucking Vada. This is fucking bullshit. All of a sudden, I test positive. This is straight bullshit. Bro, how the heck do I go months and months not testing positive for nothing, then on the last day, the day before and the day after, I'm positive? Where the... Bro, this is some A1 bullshit. I don't even know how this is possible. But again, I'm not going to shy away from no question. Ask me any question.
Well, just curious, what is the process now, right?
Because I asked for the B sample already. I got professionals looking over all my supplements to see if it was tainted, and we're going to figure it out. But again, I don't really give a fuck. I don't have to prove myself. I know Victor Conte is a piece of shit. So at the end of the day, how can we trust somebody that was banned from fucking baseball? And then you come to our sport and you helped design the testing that tested me positive, bro, if you guys don't think this is an inside job, you got another thing coming for you, and I'm going to prove it.
He said yesterday, Devin said yesterday he's not interested in a rematch. What's your response to that?
His face is still fucked up. He can barely speak. Yeah, fucking rematch either, because I'm for sure. I won't even ask his dad save him anymore. I asked him. His dad fucked up his life. He's never going to be the same.
Apologies, I have to ask.
It's been a crazy week, a crazy week, crazy couple of weeks. So I'm going to be honest, straight from the beginning. Ryan Garcia has a lot of casual fans, a lot of fans who don't watch boxing like us hardcore fans. He has a lot of fans who haven't seen fighters like or been around covering the sport, looking forward to fights where Oleksandr Povetkin popped dirty, Gerald Big Baby Miller pops dirty, Oscar Valdez pops dirty, Dylan White pops dirty multiple times. Tyson Fury had his scandal with the boar. Countless fighters have popped dirty over the years, but you have this influx of casual fans, the fans that we always heard Ryan Garcia has, those Instagram followers, those Twitter followers, those young, impressionable fans. They don't know no better, so he can spiel all kind of shit to them. And they're like, yeah, yup, how did it pop up all of a sudden during fight week? How did they let him fight if it was in his system? Why wasn't he tested 2 weeks before the fight? Why wasn't it, a whole, but they don't know no better. That's why I don't debate with them, and you're wasting your time. Because it's like this. Ryan Garcia can say whatever he wants to them, to the fans, to the casual fans, because they don't know no better. And if you notice throughout all of this, he's only said one, actually two. He said it was from ashwagandha. I take that stuff. It's supposed to help with your memory, focus, sleep, overall well-being. I've been on a holistic type of living the last year or so. By the way, I do take snack. I take their pre-workout. Good stuff. I've been taking it for over a year now. So once again, let's go listen to this, and hopefully this will make a little bit more sense to you. And we're going to talk about it. Thanks for watching. Please subscribe. I'm TstreeT Controversy with 5U360. We got a lot to talk about on the show here today. We got 45 minutes, so of course we got to talk about the Ryan Garcia scandal. I think personally, deep in my heart, I think he did it. There's too much that will have to happen. And all of this for Devin Haney, all of this, some big conspiracy. And I'm sorry, it's hard for me to believe that the Hollywood elites, the cabal, the Illuminati, the people, the Bohemian Grove people, it's hard for me to believe. It's hard for me to believe that they're like, you know what? Let's get Ryan Garcia. His post-fight piss and that piss and that blood after the weigh-in and after the fight, let's taint it. Put some stuff that's on the banned list in there. Put a little teaspoon of Ostarine. Give a little teaspoon of Ostarine in his piss and his blood. Taint it. It's hard for me to believe. And what Victor Conte said, he did an interview, a very long interview, as you can see here with TMZ, as you can see here. Pretty much breaking it down. And you can say whatever you want about the man. The man has been involved in his own scandals. I guess you can say he's a steroid PED guru. If somebody knows how to cheat a test, it would be him. He knows all the ins and outs of the drugs, the molecules, all of it. All of the science, mumbo jumbo, all of it. I am not a doctor. I'm not going to act like I'm a doctor. But one thing for sure is Ryan Garcia has said everything besides like, yo, how did it get in your system? You want me to believe? And he's been saying it. And he's been saying, oh, it's because he's hanging with Trump. Oh, it's because of Victor Conte. Oh, it's because Save the Children, the Bohemian Grove, they got me when I was 2. Oh, it was the ashwagandha. And if you don't know, if you still are failing to believe, Ryan Garcia is dealing with a big-time alcohol issue, a big-time substance abuse issue. I can't believe anything that comes out of this man's mouth. So we're going to take a deep dive into this. We got a lot to talk about. I got so many links opened. For example, this right here, this is his first statement of when it came out. These are the type of people that he has the influence over, the fans that don't watch the box. They're not hardcores like us. So he can say, yeah, well, you know, it got into my system. I don't know. And they're like, yeah, Ryan, of course we believe you. Listen to this shit. Hold on, wait, here we go.
What's up, everybody? I came on here to address this bull fucking shit claim that I cheated.
Lies.
Yeah.
Everybody knows that I don't cheat. What can I say? You know,
Who are these people?
Why didn't they come out with this before, you know, the fight? If they found it before, why would they let me step in?
Now here's the thing. He knows better. This is a boxer. Big amateur background. He knows better. He knows that the results don't come back right away, 72 hours or so. It has to take time to get to the lab. Oh, remember, I'm not a doctor. I'm just talking about just the basics of what we know as hardcore boxing fans. They take the piss before and the blood before and after. It's got to be shipped to the lab, got to be tested. We've heard countless times about how fighters will fail a drug test, right? And then we may not hear about it for a week or two after the fight. This is not new practice. So for him trying to act like to these people who don't know no better, he can talk this shit to them. But until he gives somebody like me something to be like, yo, bro, how did that shit get in your system? You are not going to tell me, who've been watching boxing for all of these years, that you don't know how the fucking drug testing shit works. So the shit's already bullshit. He's already off on the bad foot to me. And I like to give fighters the benefit of the doubt, but it's like he's already off to a bad start.
What's up, everybody? I came on here to address this bull fucking shit claim that I cheated.
Lies.
Yeah.
Everybody knows that I don't cheat.
No, we don't.
What can I say? You know, why didn't they come out with this before, you know, the fight? If they found it before, why would they let me step into the ring
Red flag
as a
one.
cheater and then come out with a victory and then they post this, you know?
Red flag 1,
Again,
2.
These are people that are trying to attack me for whatever reason, but no weapon against me shall prosper. I never taken steroid. I don't even know where to get steroids.
Oh, yeah?
At the end of the day, I barely, you know, take supplements. They're saying it's coming from the ashwagandha. That's fucking retarded. So, at the end
Lies.
of the day, big lies. I beat his ass. Fuck out of here. Everybody go to Warwick tonight. It's lit.
And I was with
get
this
it.
guy every single day. And I never ever saw
Fuck the Haneys. What's up, everybody?
So me personally, I believe that normally when these fighters take these type of things, they make sure it's out of their, I'll break it down in the layman's terms. Once again, I'm not no damn doctor. But they'll take whatever they're taking that's illegal. And they have a certain time frame where they need it to be fleshed out of their system. And it's a science down to it, to how much body fat they may have, and you know how much may linger around in the body. But him with his erratic behavior leading up to the fight, I think that if he was taking some shit, he didn't cycle off right, got caught. That's happened to so many fighters, where you know they may miss a day of doing what they're supposed to be doing to cleanse their system, and then boom, it pops up. So let's go take a gander at his Instagram. Here's the other. So these were the first 2 statements he made when the news first broke. Here's what he said he took. That's what he said. First accuse that it may be in there. Ashwagandha root stress support. Now, what they're going to do is they're going to find that batch number. You know, it's going to be a little number somewhere, code on there. You know, they're going to go test all of that stuff and see like, hey, was this tainted anywhere? They're going to trace it back as far as they can. But he's not saying it's the ashwagandha anymore. He's saying tainted. He's saying somebody got a hold of his, whether it was Victor Conte, whether it was somebody at Vada got a hold. Now all of a sudden, Vada is the enemy. So he's not making any sense. Here's his other statement.
Hold up. Yo. Fake fucking news. Don't believe these fuckers, bro. I never fucking took a steroid in my fucking life. I don't even know how that shit, like, it's the weirdest shit ever. I mean,
how are they gonna come out with it like after the fact? Like,
supposedly they had it already. Then why didn't they release it? They release it after I win. Makes no sense.
But said that he didn't even test for it before the fight, right?
Yeah, no, I tested the day of the fight.
And it didn't come up.
Nothing. And then all of a sudden it came out.
that's weird.
Yeah. Bullshit.
Who's paying them?
Bro, somebody.
That's the part that's bothering me, as he's acting like he's never taken drug tests before. Like that he doesn't know that results don't come out immediately. It's not a COVID test. You don't test before the fight and then they'd be like, yeah, your test came back positive. Go ahead, man. I mean, a negative, ring walk. Nah, that's what's bothering me. That's what's grinding my gears.
Paying somebody.
He knows better.
All right, it's all right. Everybody relax. It's still the greatest show in the world. You saying it's facts?
No.
Let us know.
No, this is definitely fake news.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
Supposedly, yeah. If they had this information, they should have released this before the fight went down. Because why would you let a cheater step into the ring?
Mind you, the test was taken on the 19th and the 20th. So after the weigh-in and after the fight.
Right? All of a sudden I win.
That makes sense.
All of a sudden I win and then you release it? Seems kind of fishy to me. I know in my heart of hearts I didn't cheat, so I'm going to keep trolling this shit. This shit is fucking hilarious. At the end of the day, I'm definitely innocent. I mean, it's just, again, people just, I know they hate on the truth. They hate on people that speak out. They cheat, bro. They fucking cheat, bro. They're cheating by trying to taint my victory. Fuck them. Fuck these motherfuckers. Tell them to suck my dick. I beat Devin Haney fair and square. He could suck my dick. All you motherfuckers that say I cheated, you guys could all suck my dick. I didn't fucking cheat a day in my life. Never have, never fucking will. I don't move like that. Facts. Ajay.
Ajay is here. What's
Can
up,
you
baby?
fucking believe this, bro?
Bro, this is bullshit, bro. And y'all are hearing this firsthand. Like, we're just talking right now. I didn't even call Ryan on the phone yet, bro. This is bullshit. I'm with you every fucking day, 24/7. Never seen any of this stuff, bro. I'm hot.
Bro, I'm hot as fuck, bro. Where did this shit come from?
Bro,
This is fucking crazy.
they test you every week. Every week.
Every fucking week. So
Every week.
So they said they found in my system 9 to 10 days before the fight. When the fuck did I take steroid? And why would I start taking that shit 9 to 10 days before?
So let me stop right there. I want you to listen to that. And let's go to the Victor Conte interview he did with TMZ 13 hours ago. And we're going to listen to it. Obviously, I can't show you the footage, but we can listen to it. And I want you to hear what he has to say about how it can be found in your system. And basically that maybe Ryan Garcia was cutting weight and a little bit of it. Let me let him explain, because once again, I'm not a damn doctor.
Take a drug test, fail this test. I mean, how could that happen?
Let me explain this. It depends upon the dosage, the frequency, and the length of time that you have taken the drug. There are several cases where people have tested positive for ostarine, then tested negative, then tested positive, then tested negative. Now, what happens is that some of these molecules can get lodged in adipose or fat tissue. And then when you do things like weight cut for a fight and you drop 10, 15, 20 pounds, okay?
So listen. So, all right, I don't want to interrupt. So what I'm gathering from it, tell me if I'm wrong. So when you're cutting weight, you have a higher chance of popping dirty, because it may have been hidden in the fat molecules, I'm guessing, whatever you may have took or not taken. Are you kind of following that? Let me rewind it back a little bit. That's what I'm gathering from it. So as Ryan Garcia is cutting weight and likely drinking and everything, or whatever he's doing,
he couldn't have cheated, because how could he be so stupid knowing he was going to have to take a drug test? So, I mean, is there a way to mask this? Is there a way for this to get out of your system? I mean, why, not necessarily saying Ryan did this, but why would a fighter, knowing he has to take a drug test, fail this test? I mean, how could that happen?
Let me explain this. It depends upon the dosage, the frequency, and the length of time that you have taken the drug. There are several cases where people have tested positive for ostarine, then tested negative, then tested positive, then tested negative. Now, what happens is that some of these molecules can get lodged in adipose or fat tissue, and then when you do things like weight cut for a fight and you drop 10, 15, 20 pounds, okay, some of these molecules can be released, and all of a sudden there's a positive drug test from exposure in the past. And you may have even had negative tests during training camp, but at some point in time, there was exposure. Now, there may not have been intent to cheat. We don't know this, but I keep hearing, oh, it was in tiny concentrations. Let me explain something. This test for anabolic steroids, as well as the SARMs and ostarine, is a qualitative test, not a quantitative test. They have something called a mass spectrogram fragmentation pattern. It's like a fingerprint. It either matches or it doesn't. So you're either pregnant or you're not. You're not just a tiny bit pregnant. Am I making sense? He had exposure. Strict liability rule states you are responsible for what's in your body, no matter how it got there. So he's going to have to go before a commission, the New York Commission, and explain and prove. The burden of proof is on him. He has to prove where he got exposed to this. Now he's going to have to look at all the supplements that he'd taken and other things. But if he's unable to prove that, then he's likely going to be suspended.
So once again, what I'm gathering from it is somewhere along the line, it couldn't have been in it. They're not saying that he took it the week of, the week before, but somewhere along the line in training camp, it was in his system. And it may have been, he may have been passing tests. I'm trying to break it down as simple as I got it. He may have been passing tests all in camp. He had extra weight on. He wasn't cutting weight yet. So what I'm hearing is little molecules from that ostarine or whatever, they're hitting in the fat. So you get closer to a fight, you're cutting weight, you're losing fat. Boom! It's out there, like it's easier to detect because it's not being hidden behind much fat. You kind of get what I'm saying? I hope I broke it down the best way I could from what I gathered from it. Which is why the day of the weigh-in, it showed up because it was a weight cut. So it was like, wait a minute, you cut all this fat, something's in your system. It's not saying it was in there, you was doing it the week of. But somewhere along the line, there was some exposure to where you lost all this body weight. It's easier to detect this. There it is. We found it. How'd that get in there? So he's saying it's to ashwagandha. What I don't like, as I said earlier in the video, is that he's catering or pandering to his TikTok fans, his IG OnlyFans people who don't watch boxing, who don't know no better, and he's telling them anything like he don't know how drug testing works. Like this guy had multiple fights. What is he? 27 fights or something? I forgot. And he's gonna act like he don't know how drug testing works. Like, well, wait a minute. How did, for example, listen to this dumb shit. I'm gonna play it again. So I'm hoping all this is making sense and why to me it's looking like, yo, you hiding something. And this is me just looking at it Like, I'm not trying to be no doctor. I'm not Dr. TstreeT. I don't have no medical degree, no nothing. But from what we're learning that's right there in front of our face, it's like, yo, bro, this don't look good. And I am not going down a conspiracy route because, once again, the burden is on him. He's got to prove to us all this playing around and joking around, because he's facing a suspension, maybe 2 years. Not to mention a major hit to his reputation, because the one thing I was saying, I don't know if I said it in my post-fight video, I said, yo, I didn't want to say it on video. I think I might have. I didn't want to look like a hater. I said, yo, man, for him to get the type of win like this, he better not pop dirty. I'm telling myself for nothing.
What can I say? Why didn't they come out with this before, the fight, if they found it before? Why would
he knows better? That right there, red flag.
They let me step into the ring as a cheater and then come out with the victory, and then they post this, Again, these are people that are trying to attack me for whatever reason, but no weapon against me shall prosper. I never taken steroid. I don't even know where to get steroids at the end of the day. I barely, take supplements. They're saying it's coming from the ashwagandha. That's fucking retarded. So, at the end of the day, big lies. I beat his ass. Fuck out of here. Everybody go to Warwick tonight. It's lit.
And I was with this guy every single day. And I never ever saw.
Fuck the Haneys. What's up?
Mind you, drinking or not, his substance abuse, drinking issues, from what we've been seeing from him, and tell me if I'm wrong, we've never seen him this big between fights. I understand fighters blow up. I get it. But we never see him this big between fights.
See you once again later after the big fight. Obviously a very trying and I'm sure a very frustrating week for you. Can you tell us your reaction to the news that came out earlier this week?
Straight bullshit. It's a con job. Everybody knows Victor Conte is a piece of shit. We all know it. He literally helped design fucking Vada. This is fucking bullshit. All of a sudden, I test positive. This is straight bullshit. Bro, how the heck do I go months and months not testing positive for nothing, then on the last day, the day before and the day after, I'm positive? Where the... Bro, this is some A1 bullshit. I don't even know how this is possible. But again, I'm not going to shy away from no question. Ask me any question.
Well, just curious, what is the process now, right?
Because I asked for the B sample already. I got professionals looking over all my supplements to see if it was tainted, and we're going to figure it out. But again, I don't really give a fuck. I don't have to prove myself. I know Victor Conte is a piece of shit. So at the end of the day, how can we trust somebody that was banned from fucking baseball, and then you come to our sport and you help design the testing that tested me positive? Bro, if you guys don't think this is an inside job, you gotta.
Here's the thing, that may all be true. But once again, is that what he's going with? He's saying that Victor Conte's tainted. Is that what he's doing? Is he going to be able to prove that to the New York State Athletic Commission that, yeah, Victor Conte tainted, like, yeah, it was Vada?